Hey everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I want to thank you for watching. My blog is inkyhandswarmhearts.com and I am using Friends Are Like Seashells. I will be doing an ink splatter technique using this stamp set. I'm also going to be using the Tasteful Label dies as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Let me show you the card that I am going to make. I'm using Night of Navy ink, and I'm going to create an ombre effect across this piece. But first, let's go ahead and fold my card in half. Get all my layers ready. Stamp everything that needs to be stamped. We'll do everything at one time, and then we will start with the blending. So this piece is what's going to get blended on right here. We're going to stamp a seashell. If I can find it. We're going to stamp the words. We're going to stamp the inside of the card. There's the seashell. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the seashell going. Put that right there on this scrap. We're going to do, I'm going to set this off to the side. For the moment, we're going to stamp our words right there. If I can find them. Oh, right in front of me. Let's go ahead. There's that. And then we're going to do on this little tiny piece, I'm going to bring it down closer to me here so that I can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to stamp that right there. Hopefully I'm straight. No, let's try the other side. I didn't like that one. Let's see if I can get a little straighter this time. That one's much better. Okay, so those are the words. We're going to come back to stamping in a second, but I still need that ink pad. I'm going to leave that open. I'm just going to push these guys out of the way temporarily. I'm going to clean my stamps. This is our Simply Chamois, and while it looks super dirty, it actually is very clean. The dye stains it, but it grabs the ink directly off of there very nicely. I am gonna grab my scrap paper here. As you can see, it's well loved. And we are going to use a blending brush on this piece of cardstock right here. And we're going to start in this corner. We're going to work ombre our way up this side, just like this card is. So let me grab my ink. Hopefully I'm in the camera here. Okay. When you grab it, you're going to dab off a little bit. It leaves kind of a dark spot, and we're going to start in this corner because this is going to be the darkest part of our card. And we're going to work our way over and up like this. And you're just going to keep going until you run out of ink on your brush here. I think I'm out finally. Let's grab some more. We're gonna get rid of that darkness and we're gonna work that up. And I like a little of the dark down this side like this. So I'm gonna start again in the corner where it's the darkest. And I wanna work a little bit more dark like this. Perfect. And let's bring that lighter color up like so. I'm working it in a circular motion. That's the best way to deposit the ink, is in a circular motion like that. And I'm gonna stop right there because I want to go up to the white in that corner, and that's pretty good. So now I can put my ink away. Actually, I do need to stamp on the inside of the card 1 piece of seagrass. Actually, we're going to use ink on here as well. So, all right, let me stop the craziness. Okay, let's stamp a couple more things. We're going to put some seagrass up this side here. So I'm just going to grab that. And I'm just going to stamp 1 in this corner. And I am going to be stamping that again, so I'm not going to clean it. I'm just going to leave this open to dry for a minute. And what we're going to do now is we're going to splatter this. And so I am going to close the ink pad so it doesn't get water in it. And I'm going to put my silicone craft mat under here like this. And then we're going to take the water painters, and I'm going to grab the middle size here. I'm gonna take the lid off, and if you press on the barrel right here, it deposits ink. I mean, not ink, water. Down, there's a bubble right there. There's water. It's going down into the brush. So I'm gonna go ahead, and now that there's water in there, I'm just gonna hold it against my hand, and I'm just gonna splatter that water on my piece. I'm gonna squeeze a little more. My hands are lovingly navy blue, and I'm just going to make sure that I get as much as I want. I'm going to go a little more, I think, in this corner down at the bottom. There we go. I wanted some bigger splatters down there in the dark. Okay, so we're going to let that dry temporarily. Give it a minute, and I'm going to die cut some stuff out while that is drying. So I'm going to move my stamp out of the way. You can see the pretty splatter there. And we're going to just set this off to the side like here. That's great. Move this also. And we are going to use the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All my washi tape on the handle. And we're just going to cut out this word here. We're going to be using the Tasteful Labels dies. And I will show you which one we're going to use. It's going to be this one right here. So we're going to grab that and set up our plates like so. Oops. And we'll grab our piece here, and I'm going to go ahead and put the frame around it. And that's why the washi tape is there. I'm going to figure out how I want it set up. That looks awesome. And we're going to use that to kind of hold our die in place like that. I'm going to move that right to the front. I'm going to do it this way, and then we're going to do this little seashell, and that is with the Seaside Seashells, say that 3 times fast, dies. Oh, actually, no, I think I didn't use the dies for that. I think I just hand cut that one out. But they do have lots of pretty shells, but that one I just hand cut because it was too small, I think. So let's go ahead and put this through. Let me get that going. Perfect. And I'll start pulling it through the machine here. Perfect. That looks awesome. Move my machine out of the way so we can see here. Take my washi tape off. I'm going to put it back on top of the handle so it will be there for the next time I need it. And when we pull our die off, there's our words. I'm going to put that die back. This is a really awesome label set. I love it. It does have a matching stamp set, but I use the labels all the time as a standalone, so you don't have to buy the matching stamp set. but it coordinates with Tasteful Touches stamp set. This is the Tasteful Labels. All right, guys, let me hand cut out that seashell and we can get ready to do a little more stamping here. I'm gonna put this messy piece in the way because we're gonna need that when we start stamping. But let me pull out my paper snips here and I'm just gonna cut out this baby shell. It's not too hard to cut out, even though it's small. There's plenty to hold on to here. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my scrap away. I'm gonna set this to the side here. And we're gonna go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this. Attach that onto our layer here. Perfect. There's our words. And let's go ahead and bring this back over and we're going to do some stamping on here. So I'm going to use the Night of Navy ink pad again. And this time I am going to stamp starfish and sand dollars and that small shell and the seagrass. So we're going to start with the seagrass and we're going to work it into the corner here like so. We just want the seagrass to be coming from all different directions like that and up the side of our card like that. All right, so that's the seagrass. I'll clean them all at the same time. We're going to start the shell and we're going to stamp off, and then on here the starfish is going to be stamped off so that we have that. It's not as dark. I wanted the seagrass to stand out the most. And then we're going to do our sand dollar the same way. We're going to stamp off. And we're going to put another one right next to it. We're not going to see them kind of side by side because we're going to have the words in the middle there. And I'm going to put another one of these starfish right here. And then we're going to fill in with the small shell. If I can find it. Here we go. And this one I'm going to also stamp off each time, and I'm going to add it in here. And we'll put one there and one there. Maybe one more. All right, so I'm trying to create kind of like an underwater scene there. The splatters look awesome, don't you think? They're so pretty on there. Look how they turned out. So we can move this out of the way and then go ahead and assemble our card. Let me clean my stamps. This chamois looks so yuck, but it actually is clean. And you can see that the clear stamps do get stained with color, but you can still see right through them to stamp. So they're still awesome. All right, so let's go ahead and assemble here. So this is our card. We're going to make it look like this. So let's go ahead and attach this onto here. We're going to use our Stampin' Seal here. And we'll attach that on just like that. Looks awesome. Now on this piece right here, we're going to wrap around this blue twine. It's in the Friends Flowers. Oh gosh, what is it called? That combo pack of ribbon. It is called Flowers for Every Season, and it comes with this white ribbon and this green gingham, and then this really pretty, which obviously you can see how much I love it. It's almost finished. Blue twine. And I like it because it has this really beautiful sparkle through it. and that's what I like. So we're gonna start here, and I'm gonna hold the end, and I'm gonna go 3 times around. 1, that's 2, and this is the 3rd one. And then I'm gonna grab my paper snips that I've designated for ribbon, which has this little angel around the side, and I'm just gonna cut a little end off there. And I'm gonna bring this piece to the back. I only need the 3 lines in the front, not a full complete 3 in the back here. So I'm just gonna pull that, and I'm gonna use Stampin' Dimensionals to hold that into place. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Stampin' Dimensional, but I'm gonna use my scissor because I'm at the end. So I'm just gonna snip a few of these here and use everything that's left. So we'll start with this piece right here, and we will use this to attach, whoops, make sure, yeah, I did cross it over, I thought so. Use that to attach that down. That will hold it in place. Isn't that awesome? Then we're gonna do the same thing on this end. We're gonna bring this like this, and the dimensional is gonna hold that right in place for us. All right, and then I'm gonna put, you saw me snipping some more of these. I'm gonna put some around the edges, like so. And then I'm gonna put a few right here. That looks awesome. Okay, move this one into the middle. All right. So that's what we have left. We are going to attach that onto our card front here. And after I do that, then I will show you how we're going to do this little knot, but we need to attach it first. So we're going to use the Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to pull the backs off of these pieces of dimensional. So nice that it just grabs them so easy and removes them. All right, let me throw those in the trash. And no one's gonna see that they're kind of half done, but we're gonna I'm gonna hold this up a little bit because I really need to see it so I can get it nicely centered there. And that looks good, and then I can put it down and show you guys. All right, so there's that. This is gonna go right here in the middle. And so before we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and fold this in half like this. That looks good. And I'm gonna use my ribbon cutting scissors, and I'm gonna cut that end. Not very much left, just a tiny bit. All right, we still need this for a minute here. So we're gonna put this underneath here, kind of loop it under there. And then I'm gonna tie a knot and then another knot. So just make a knot here, like that. And then one more to really secure it. So double knot that. And then once I'm happy with it, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this loop so that it looks like the top here. And then right in the center is where this is gonna get attached, and we're gonna use the rest of these. Well, not all of them, we don't need all of them, but we're gonna put one on the top and one on the bottom here. One up here. And one down here. Like so. Let's pull the backs off. And we're gonna go ahead and center that. Let's move the threads up. There we go, so that they're even. All right, we're gonna go ahead and attach that on. I'm gonna make sure that it's centered again. I have to kind of hold it up so I can see what I'm talking about here. Perfect. That looks awesome. So there's that. On the inside, we're going to attach the words right here. I'm so happy I found you. Make sure it's straight. When you're not right over the top of it, you kind of have to give it a little wiggle there. Oh Lord, I think I made it even more crooked. All right, now I'm happy with that. So that's the inside. And for the outside, we just have one more thing. We're gonna go ahead and attach a seashell here in the corner. So let me grab a piece off of here. We're almost done with this piece. I can throw it away soon. I'm gonna put that down here, like so. Pull the back. Oh, that's so much easier with the take your pick tool. I don't know why I didn't use that. All right, and then the finishing touch is gonna be the faceted gems. They're so pretty. Wait till you see them. The elegant faceted gems. They have a lot of cuts in them, so you can see that texture there. It's so pretty. And we're going to use the clear ones here, so I'm going to use this end now of this. Is the most versatile tool. I love it. We're going to use this end, and we're going to grab with the putty. We're going to grab one large clear, and I'm going to put that one right about there, and I'm going to put a small one near it. Yeah, that looks good. And then let's get another large one, and I'm going to put it in the dark section. So see, they're clear, but they grab that color of what they're behind. So they look lighter, and then down here they look darker, but they're actually see-through. But I love how they grab that color, so pretty. And so that is our card. I hope that you like it. I really appreciate you watching, and I am new to YouTube, so please help me out. I've been blogging for a little over a year now, but my YouTube is pretty new, so I appreciate if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe, and ask your friends to subscribe too. When you subscribe, you're going to get notifications, and it'll let you know when I post new videos. Check out my blog. It's linked in the description below. And when you go there, you can access PDFs and measurements and more fun projects. If you'd like to place an order with me, all orders of $35 or more within the week using the current host code. If you are watching this on a replay and this is not July, if you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, on the sidebar, there's always the current host code. So if you use the current host code from Tuesday to Saturday and place an order on my blog, you will get the make and takes for the week. It's usually 2 cards or 2 projects. And I will put that stuff in the mail to you. So I really appreciate, again, that you watch, and like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and happy stamping.